Have you ever wondered what lurks in the shadows of ancient cremation grounds? Places where the air is heavy with the scent of smoke and sorrow, and the silence is broken only by the crackling of funeral pyres. Tonight, we journey back in time, to an era of dark rituals and forbidden knowledge, to uncover a chilling tale from the heart of tantric lore, the story of the vampire and the cremation ground. In those bygone days, there were whispers of occult practitioners, known as tantrics, who possessed the power to commune with the world beyond. They didn't seek angels or benevolent spirits. No, their ambitions were far more sinister. They sought to command the undead, to summon creatures of nightmare. They sought to summon the vampire. Imagine the scene. A moonless night, the only light coming from the dying embers of a funeral pyre. The tantric sits amidst the ashes, a circle of human bones laid out before him. In his hands he holds a skull, and from his lips, a stream of sacred yet terrifying incantations flows into the suffocating darkness. These aren't just words, they are keys, designed to unlock a gateway to a realm of pure terror. The mantras echo through the desolate landscape, a hypnotic drone against the dead silence. The practitioner's voice is steady, his focus absolute. He knows that the slightest mistake, a single mispronounced syllable, could spell his own doom. The ritual is a delicate, deadly dance on the edge of a knife. He must weave a web of power, strong enough to ensnare a monster, but fragile enough that one slip could make him the prey. As the night deepens and the world holds its breath, the clock tower in a distant village strikes the hour of midnight. The moment the 12th chime fades, a profound change sweeps over the cremation ground. The air, already cool, turns instantly icy cold. A chill that doesn't just prickle the skin but seeps deep into your bones, a cold that feels ancient and unnatural. In the far-off village, dogs, sensing the shift in the fabric of reality, begin to howl not a normal bark, but a long, mournful, terrified wail that tears through the night. The tantric continues his chanting, his eyes fixed on the center of the bone circle. And then, it happens. In the deepest, darkest patch of shadow, 2 points of light ignite. They are not stars, not reflections. They are a pair of glowing blood-red eyes, gleaming with a malevolent intelligence and an insatiable hunger. The vampire has arrived. This creature is not the suave, romantic figure of Western folklore. It is a being of pure, primal horror, a shapeshifter born from shadow and ash. One moment it might appear as a gaunt, terrifying man with skin stretched tight over his bones. The next it could morph into a monstrous beast, a twisted parody of a wolf, or a great bat, with claws that could shred flesh and fangs that drip with an unholy thirst. But regardless of its form, its purpose remains chillingly constant. It craves human blood and, even more terrifyingly, the very essence of the human soul. The tantric, now face to face with the entity he has summoned, must be a master of control. His will is the only leash holding this creature back. If his focus wavers for even a fraction of a second, if his concentration breaks, if a single word of the mantra is fumbled, the pact is broken. The vampire, freed from its magical bonds, would instantly turn on its would-be master. There would be no fight, no struggle, just a swift, brutal end as the summoner is devoured, his body and soul consumed by the very monster he sought to command. This is why the most experienced practitioners took an extreme precaution. They would not just sit within a circle of bones, but within a roaring circle of fire. The flames, blessed with their own incantations, formed a sacred barrier. As long as the tantric remained inside that ring of fire, he was safe. The vampire could pace and snarl just beyond the flames, its red eyes burning with hatred, but it could not cross. But if the practitioner, out of fear or exhaustion, dared to step outside that protective circle before the ritual was complete at dawn, the creature would be upon him in an instant, tearing him limb from limb. The entire night was a battle of wills, a test of endurance, the tantric chanting, the vampire waiting, the fire crackling. Each element locked in a deadly stalemate until the first rays of the morning sun would banish the creature back to its dark dimension. Only then could the practitioner, exhausted but triumphant, finally rest. Centuries have passed since the height of these dark practices, but old beliefs die hard. Villagers living near these ancient cremation grounds whisper that the echoes of these rituals still linger. They believe that not all the spirits summoned were properly banished. Some, they say, still roam these desolate places, forever bound to the ash and bone. That is why, to this day, no one dares to go near them after the sun has set. The grounds are considered cursed, haunted territory. They tell a story, a cautionary tale passed down through generations. It's a story about a lonely traveler, forced to pass by a cremation ground late at night. As he walks, a sense of being watched creeps over him. He quickens his pace, but then he hears the soft, distinct sound of footsteps crunching on the gravel behind him, perfectly in sync with his own. His heart pounds in his chest. He stops. The footsteps stop. He gathers all his courage, spins around, expecting to see someone, anyone. But there's nothing, just the empty path, the silent trees, and the ghostly shapes of funeral mounds. He breathes a sigh of relief, thinking it was just his imagination, but as he turns back to continue his journey, he feels it. a cold, damp breath on the back of his neck, a breath that seems to rise from the very ashes of the earth beneath his feet. And he knows he is not alone. These tales serve as a powerful reminder that there are some doors that should never be opened, and some knowledge that is best left undiscovered. The line between our world and the next is thinner than we think, especially in places consecrated by death. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey into the shadows. If you enjoyed this tale and want to explore more dark folklore and terrifying legends, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to ring the notification bell so you never miss a new video. Until next time, stay curious and be careful what you seek in the dark.